Hi all, Brian Finucane here. I'm just doing a quick video. It's been on my mind for a while, but I saw something on Facebook this morning, and it was a piece that was in the paper about Tipperary and about how they went out and protest about the, I suppose, rural Ireland and the depravity which is afflicting us in rural Ireland. And for them it was predominantly in Tipperary. And it was a piece that was put up by, fair play to Dennis Carroll, and a great man on rural Ireland and rural issues himself, and John O'Sullivan. I have to take my hat off to the two boys there, because they've done some great work on it, especially John, I have to say. And fair play to John on that, because he's a Trojan. He's a Trojan on fighting on the issue of land character assessments and all that, but I'm not going to go into it now because this is going to be a short video, just on me griping, I think, and hopefully getting you to think on what we're putting up with. Like, the first thing is our roads. Our roads are an absolute disgrace, a total disaster. You go anywhere in North Kerry and you're lucky if you have your shocks left. Actually, you're lucky if you have your tyres and shocks. Yet when you leave the county, the roads aren't as bad. Actually, I think the new joke that my 9-year-old has is find the part of the road when you're driving, because it's ridiculous. You're lucky to find the road. You're on a dirt track. That's what you're driving on nearly, and it's dangerous. Yet we pay our taxes, and we expect that those taxes to go into our infrastructure for us, for the public. It doesn't seem to be. So the County Council stated that they would need 200 million just for Kerry alone to get the roads back to their original state. That's not for any new roads or anything like that, just to get our roads back to where you're not going to hit a pothole, or you're not going to be bumped out of it because there's so many dips and hollows. The next issue is on the post offices. The post offices are closing. We're being told that it's a necessity. It has to be done for the sake of An Post. An Post, let's be very clear here, An Post is not a private company. An Post is a semi-state body, and was created by the state, and was created for the benefit of the public, not for profit. Never was. So for any crowd to state that it was done for, we need to make profits to save this, it's ridiculous, lads. It's not. The post office, which is the heart of rural villages and towns, which are being closed willy-nilly, so that I believe that the post office system itself can be privatised, or should I say franchised out, like McDonald's. And we're being told that, but this was whatever, this was had to be done. Nothing has to be done. If it's a public service, like our buses, again, look, they use the issue again for our buses, saying, well, we don't have enough public people here to use this, that and the other. That was grand. There was other options given in rural Ireland, but they were never taken up. Yet we have to accept now that there's closures on our public transport. Ridiculous. It's a public transport. It's not there for profit. It's there for the public. And please get that into your heads, or for anyone that may be saying otherwise, tell them, push it in your head. Said these were never for private entities. This is ridiculous. They were for the public good, for service. Now, the next thing is the likes of broadband. Broadband, yes, it's a necessity in rural Ireland, I think, now for a lot of small businesses. Yet, we're not getting it in rural Ireland, and I believe one of the reasons why we're not getting the broadband we deserve in rural Ireland is very simply because they want us to move into urban towns and cities, because the state believes it to be cheaper. Whereas, oh sure, you chose to live in rural Ireland. Well, I was raised and born in rural Ireland, like a lot of people were, and it's not a choice. It's it's not just a choice, it's my way of life. I know no other way. I love where I come from. My kids are safe. My kids are happy. I know that I don't mean to say it for urban areas and that, but really they are. In rural Ireland, my kids are safe because I know where they are. I know what they're doing. They have the freedom to go out and do what they like. Sure, like a lot of us had when we were growing up. You go out in the fields, and you'd play hard with your mates, and you know the story. Growing up, I was like, and now they're trying to get our culture out of rural Ireland and put us into urban areas because of the simple fact they want to save money. Not good enough. I suppose the next thing is the death of our villages. Our villages are being slowly cut down. I can remember years ago, where I came from, our village, it was thriving. You had 3 or 4 shops, and they were just grocery shops. You had clothes shops. You had hardware stores. You had creameries. My God, you had creameries. Yeah, you had a mill. You had all these things, and this was only when I was a kid, when my father and mother were alive. And I have to say, we may not have had a lot, as we were told, but my God, you know something? We had enough to keep our communities up and running, and that's gone. That's no longer an entity. Now we've progressed. We are now in this is modern times. I see nothing modern or progressive about rural villages dying. As far as I see it, it's regressive. We can't even get social housing in rural Ireland, which may help in families from being forced to exorbitant rents, or even from being homeless. We want people in our villages. We want people to come to our schools, to use our services, to keep our post offices. But again, this is the state are closing everything down. They're not even bringing people into rural Ireland to showcase it as a great place to live, and it is. I can tell you, North Kerry is a fantastic place to live, and I'm very, very proud and very happy to be there. I'm lucky. That's what I am, and as a lot of you would agree with. So look, do you know something? I'd like for you to think about, maybe, can we do something? Can we get out there and do something for not ourselves? Well, for ourselves, yes, because it's our home, but for our children, and to give them the option if they want to live in rural Ireland, or will they be forced to live in towns, or be forced to leave the bloody country, which is, for me, you have no choice, you're gone. Sure, that's no good. That's no good for any of us. So I want to put the seed of thought into maybe we could do something where we could have a protest, we could get together, we can get towns together, get villages together, to say enough is enough. We've lost too much as it is. Not anymore. We are staying here, our family are staying here, and we want to be given the opportunities that other cities and large towns have. And enough is enough. So if you have any interest, give us a shout on Facebook, and or message me. I'd like to get something up and running, guys, and for the benefit of all of us. So listen, thanks. Sorry about it taking a bit longer than it did, but I am pretty peed off of the way that rural Ireland, especially North Kerry, is being treated. We're better than that, and we deserve better. Okay, listen, thanks everyone, and for any of you that have watched, thanks for watching.